During a meeting of governors at the White House, Janet Mills, the Democrat governor from Maine, got toasted by Donald Trump. It's glorious. Here it is.
The NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Well, are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
Okay, so definitely savage. We love to see it, but so much truth in there as well. What he said really wasn't all that inflammatory. It was just true. The Trump administration is the federal government, and it's so funny, I think, to listen to Democrats right now. And they talk, you heard the whole election cycle about how democracy was on the line, how the voters needed to decide, how Republicans, dirty Republicans, especially Donald Trump, was trying to subvert the will of the people. And now that the election is over and we have a new president, they want to subvert the will of the voters because, again, Donald Trump won. I don't care if you want to talk about the Electoral College, which you should talk about because that's how we elect our president, or if you want to be a Democrat and talk about the popular vote, what the majority of Americans voted for. The majority, or I should say a plurality of Americans, voted for Donald Trump. So the will of the voters is there. They want him. They want what he has to bring. It doesn't matter if it's 49 or 48%. The fact of the matter is he got more votes than any other candidate. Every accusation for Democrats is a confession. Remember that, guys. That has been like the theme, I swear, of the Democrat Party over the last couple months. If they accuse you of doing something, they have done it, and they're actively doing it at that time. They call Trump a fascist, and they are treating Trump like he isn't president. They're talking about how he doesn't have the right to run his executive branch. And here's the thing, that doesn't offend me. It doesn't offend Trump. They can take it. It's okay. Trump is fine with that. But it offends the voters who voted for Trump. And so what Trump is saying to her about her not getting reelected is absolutely true. Because if you go to Maine right now, for instance, and you poll people, hey, how many of you want men to be in women's sports? That's the policy that she and Donald Trump were talking about in this video. You'd get less than 20%, maybe even less than 10% that would say that they support it. And again, Maine is blue. I mean, purplish blue. And I'd still think it'd be less than 20% that would support it. And so why in the world, is my question, would she want to overturn that if the majority of her constituents, the people who are going to vote for her, don't even support that? And the reason why is because she doesn't work for the people. She works for her donors and the Democrat establishment. And really with that, what it means, and this is true for many Democrats right now, is they're stuck between a rock and a hard place because on one hand, you need the votes. You have to actually have people like you in order to win elections. But on the other hand, you also need the money and you need the party behind you. And so on this policy, she can't have both. And it turns out most things for Donald Trump right now, you can't have both. You can't have the money and the support of the Democrat Party and the will of the people at the same time because the will of the people is not supporting the establishment of the Democrat Party. And that's ultimately why Democrats are struggling so hard right now because the establishment is not in line with the voters. Do you or your partner struggle with snoring or mild sleep apnea? Guys, it is time to take your sleep back with the partner of this show, Snore Medic. As a non-invasive night guard, Snore Medic Plus is designed to relieve snoring and mild sleep apnea, and it's an affordable solution that can restore peaceful nights for both you and your partner. If you're the snorer, you know how frustrating it is to wake up exhausted. And if you're the partner, you're probably sick of nudging them all night. And for those dealing with mild sleep apnea, you know that CPAP machines can be bulky, expensive, and uncomfortable. The Snore Medic Plus is the perfect alternative for that. It's quieter, more comfortable, and way more convenient. And best of all, guys, Snore Medic comes with a 60-night risk-free trial. If you don't love it, you'll get a full refund, no questions asked. Plus, for the listeners of our show, you'll get an extra 10% off, 4 free gifts, and free shipping. So go now, join over 20,000 customers worldwide who trust Snormedic for better sleep. You can order right now at trysnormedic.com/Josh Carr to get yours. Again, that is trysnormedic.com/Josh Carr, or you can go to the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.